and then I want to vacate it. As soon as I get it, I want to vacate it. That'd be brilliant to just vacate it.
You should vacate it to another Facebook division, kind of like...
yeah. Cause an invasion storyline.
But, do you ever go on Yahoo Answers, Alex? Or
no. What's Yahoo Answers?
What's Yahoo Answers?
Oh, okay, it's basically where...
Do you have any, like, TV or anything, internet in Canada?
No, because the Mountie goes round with his cattle prod, just
does he?
Anyone that...
Do you know about the Mountie?
The Mounties, yes.
No, the Mountie.
Oh, there's just one Mountie?
The wrestler, the Mountie.
Oh, no.
He's basically a Canadian Intercontinental Champion in the mid-90s.
Mid-90s.
And I'm still scared of going to Canada because he basically goes around like shocking minorities with his cattle prod like he did to Tito Santana. So I don't want to go there because they'll think I'm Mexican and the Mountie might come round and attack me.
The Mountie was a good Canadian character.
He's a good wrestler.
Who in Canada is regarded as the best Canadian wrestler?
Of all time or right now?
Of all time.
Of all time is probably Bret Hart.
Really?
We widely understand the best in the world, Bret Hart.
What about Chris Benoit?
Who?
Chris Benoit.
I've never. The WWE website doesn't talk about him.
Oh, so
you're not allowed to talk about him.
I don't know. I've never heard the name before. Something to do with Wolverines.
Yeah, he was rabid. He basically.
He was rabid and he bit someone and killed them.
Oh, he was absolutely fantastic, though. He was,
He was good at murdering. Like, he's pretty good. Like, as a serial killer, he did quite well because he was quite efficient in a short space of time. Like, some serial killers take like about 2 years to kill.
It's very true.
2 people. He did it in probably 2 days or something, one a day. It's pretty good.
In between matches, he killed one, and didn't go to a match because he killed someone, and then.
So is it like illegal? In Germany, it's illegal to talk about the Holocaust. You get put in jail. Is it illegal to talk about Chris Benoit in Canada?
Yeah, he's pretty much been stricken from all the records.
Really?
Good.
Yeah. He's a national embarrassment, actually.
They should put him in the Hall of Fame just to spite Canada. just remind you.
They'll have
Bret Hart would spit on somebody if that happened.
Really?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine he'd be very offended by that.
Well, he's offended by anything.
Bret Hart gets offended by hamsters. He just gets very, very offended.
So we digress from Yahoo Answers. It's basically a website where you ask questions, and people answer your questions, or you can answer their questions. So we tend to. There's a wrestling section to it. So we ask some interesting questions. Have you done any recently?
Yeah, I think I have done some here. The Undertaker tried to where he got burnt when he at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And I asked a question: who tried to attack the Undertaker at the Elimination Chamber? I accused Shawn Michaels of trying to burn the Undertaker as he was coming down into the ring, and. This is what I wrote. Did Shawn Michaels try and burn the Undertaker at Elimination Chamber as he wants to fight him at Wrestlemania? Someone wants to hurt the Undertaker and burn him badly. This is out of order display from Michaels. Also, if the Undertaker is dead, how come he feels pain? And then I put, edit. Some people are stupid enough to believe that it's real when it is obviously a storyline, just like Bret Hart having a broken leg. Stop thinking it's real. It's a storyline. Man, people are stupid.
Did you call the hospital when Bret Hart broke his leg in Canada?
Yeah.
I wanted to see if he was okay, so yes, I did end up calling the hospital. Turns out he wasn't in Canada at the time anyway.
Oh, right, okay.
The Canadian authorities need to sue him for wasting the ambulance.
Wasting the ambulance
services, wasting all the medics. It's a disgrace. You shouldn't fake an injury like that. It just brings the sport into disrepute.
It was. Yeah, I think he should be brought into disrepute.
Can you log into my one?
I can. So, did I ask a question? Is wrestling gay? No.
Okay.
It's a nice picture you've got there, Alex, wearing your glasses with your head tilted to one side. Was that a recent picture?
Yeah, I was lying down and it said take a snapshot. I was like, sure, why not? I think I look smashing.
You're smashing. Is that a normal word you're using?
No, it's because he's speaking to British people. It's to like anglicise his speech.
So do you love the Queen?
We still have her on all of our money, so
She's your sovereign. You should love her.
How do I get to my?
Oh God, you jobber. There we go.
Right. Go to that one.
Is Miley Cyrus racist against black people?
Yeah, read it.
Is Miley Cyrus racist against black people? Is she? What?
That's someone asked this, right?
Okay, someone asked this question. Is Miley Cyrus racist against black people? Your answer was no. She seemed visibly moved by the news that Bobby Lashley... She seems visibly moved by the news that Bobby Lashley has left TNA and has been vocal about how Devon Dudley has carried the Dudley Boys throughout the tag team careers of Team 3D. Her arguments include that Devon is the one who... I can't even speak. That Devon is the one who always has to get it.
Shall I read it?
You read that. I can't do it.
Okay.
Oh God.
Is Miley Cyrus racist against black people? No. She seemed visibly moved by the news that Bobby Lashley has left TNA and has been vocal about how Devon Dudley has carried the Dudley Boys throughout the tag team careers of Team 3D. Her arguments include that Devon is the one who always has to get the tables, and he also jumps headfirst into opponents' crotches in order to incapacitate them for long enough to lie on top of them for 3 seconds. I don't think she's racist against black people. Source, reading blogs about Miley Cyrus. Excellent singer and long-term wrestling fan.
That was best.
That was best answer. So
Best answer.
it's basically true.
Best answer. That's awesome. So, what do you expect that's going to happen? Like, are you going to be watching TNA at all, Alex?
Whenever I get the chance, I don't know. I'm not really interested in Hollywood Hulk Hogan or whatever he calls
Just
himself
do something
anymore.
for us, for the
He surfs down to the ring.
Yeah, he
How many-
surfs and he plays the air guitar as he walks to the ring. What more do you want? Why are you Canadians so tight? What more do you want from a wrestler?
Well, they're no good unless they, just sit down in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, that's it.
Half-
The Canadian
halfway
way
through
is to sit down in the middle of the ring.
in
Yeah,
a folding chair.
yeah, and then beat.
If Hogan could just somehow sit down and catch his breath halfway to the ring, or fake a leg injury, I think that then I would be compelled to watch.
Well, Hogan's been getting hit in the head so hard that he bleeds recently.
Yeah,
Quite regularly.
That's really bad actually that
Yeah.
he bleeds. But what would you do if Ric Flair turned out that he was Canadian? Would you be proud or disgusted?
I know I'm the dirtiest player in the game, and generally as Canadians, we're clean folk.
Really?
We like to play by the rules.
So you're not like the Americans. I mean, I follow a little bit of American sports. I don't know how much you do, but there's an American baseball player who he had the record for the most amount of home runs.
Mark Maguire.
Mark Maguire. He's basically home runs is like in cricket when you hit a six.
Yeah.
So he hit the most sixes in baseball, and it turned out he took steroids.
He took steroids.
He took steroids, yeah. So they're saying, should they take away his record? See, now, I don't see how they can say wrestling isn't a sport when, that's their main argument. Oh, they take steroids, but
They ban them, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sport. People that say it's not a sport are
just
kidding
shocking.
themselves.
I mean, what do you say to
Pretty
people
much-
that say that?
Pretty much everybody who plays baseball takes steroids, though. So
Really?
I mean, he's not really.
What
above and
if a
beyond
5-year-old
anything
child plays baseball? You're accusing 5-year-old children of taking steroids.
Let me fix that. Everybody in the major leagues. Everybody who plays Major League Baseball
Okay,
is
well,
on some sort of
good
performance
backtracking there.
syndrome.
Good backtracking.
bit of
Before
backpedaling.
we'd have, Fathers for Justice League on our backs, saying that in Canada, people are just feeding 5-year-olds steroids.
Yeah, I mean, it's shocking, really, to me that they.
What would happen if Bret Hart went crazy and murdered 10 people? Would he still be like a hero?
I don't know. It would depend on what Vince has to say. Actually, if he decided to remove him from all of the history books, then I guess I wouldn't be able to acknowledge his existence either.
Wow, I can't believe you can't acknowledge, but it's like an unwritten law in Canada. You can't even talk about Chris Benoit.
Imagine if
Well,
Chris Benoit's
whatever
face.
Vince says goes.
Imagine if his face was on loads of Canadian dollar bills. It's quite lucky you didn't idolise him that much.
Let's just hope the Queen doesn't do something like doesn't do a
No.
crippler crossface.